Hey everyone, I'm here with my friend Missy Bach, who I just want to give a lot of praise to this month, just for all her work efforts in the gym, her ability to not only show up here inside the gym, but outside of the gym, change her habits, which is not easy to do. So I want to just give her a big shout out for that. And also, today is Missy's birthday. So I want to wish you happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And Missy is 41 today. So, am I wrong? So she's 2 years younger than me. And she is going to have a great birthday today. However she celebrates, I wish you nothing but the best day for you.
Thank you very much.
On a more serious note, tell me a little bit about, and tell the people a little bit about, before you started training with me. So Missy and I started about 2 years ago, and before she started training with me, she battled cancer. And why don't you, instead of me saying it, why don't you tell a little bit about your story, about going through that and what it was like for you, just anything you want to share with me.
In November of 2015, I started noticing some changes and in my health, and I hadn't been to a general practitioner in a few years. So I made it my New Year's goal to I had to get a new general practitioner. So I found one, and I just needed all that routine blood work, the cholesterol level, all of that. I hadn't had it done in a few years. So, but I also told her about the changes that I was seeing, and it was being in tune from working out. I knew that something was definitely different and wrong, but you kind of chalk it up to, well, it's probably just this.
I want to ask you, because this is important.
Yeah.
Can you share comfortably what changes did you see? Because somebody might need to hear that.
Yeah, absolutely, if it's not too much information. No. So I started seeing blood in my stool, and it was not my monthly period. It was, happening on a fairly regular basis. I tried changing my diet, like eliminating almonds and nuts, and it was still there. And so, I knew something was wrong. And I think back now, and I was having some pains, but again, I would chalk it up to, oh, I'm getting older, I'm a woman, maybe things are changing as a female. But I knew that it should get checked out. So I told the general practitioner. And actually, when I look back at pictures of myself from that time, I also felt very, very tired. But it was coming up on the holidays, work, kids.
One sure if it's a combination.
Yeah,
right.
But I do remember looking in the mirror and being like, wow, the bags under my eyes look even worse. I look like crap. And so I told the general practitioner, and she referred me to a gastroenterologist. And because, I was young, he was great, and he was young and thorough, and because I wasn't having like sharp pains or anything, but he still felt that it should be checked out.
Right.
So he scheduled a colonoscopy, and it was on February 29th. It was a leap year, and I kind of joked, oh, haha, leap day. And
excuse me, was this 2 years ago? 3?
Yeah, so this is now
2016. Okay, 2016.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went in for the colonoscopy, survived the prep and everything. And as soon as I woke up, he was right there. And he said, something's there that should definitely not be there. There's a mass. And there happened to be a surgeon at the center where I had the colonoscopy, and he actually brought him in and consulted while they were doing my colonoscopy. They actually tattooed the area where the tumor was, so that he could find it easier. And so it hit me and Fred like a ton of bricks. It's just not what you expect to hear. I was 47 years old, no family history of colon cancer. He really thought it was going to be hemorrhoids or something like that, minor. And I think even the gastroenterologist was surprised.
So I was, when Missy told me this, or I heard the news, I think we were all just shocked, hurt. Missy's been my spin mate before I started training with her. So I always had a relationship with her, but I'm definitely closer with her now, friendship-wise. So what would you say, because obviously you're here celebrating your birthday with me today.
Yes.
And thank God, and you battled that, and I've seen you at the end of your stages of chemo. And do you remember what you said to me?
No. I'm sorry.
You said to me, now I see why people give up. That stuck with me. That was very powerful to me. Because at the end of her chemo, she was tired. I mean, I don't have to explain that to you again. But if there's one takeaway, going through all that, how have you changed from that?
I try not to take things for granted. Health, just every day. I mean, I get caught up in the routine of everything. You see me stressed out. And I guess it's a good thing that it's behind me now and we've gotten back to normal and, running with the kids' schedules and work and here. But there are definitely times where it's just like, you just need to be present, enjoy the sunset. Just enjoy, listening to the birds, listening to the ocean. While I was going through cancer, there were so many people around us, friends, who were also battling that they gave it a really hard fight, but they lost. And it's like, how, why them? Why me? And why them that they're not here now? And I am. I think there's that, some survivor's guilt. But you have to live your best life for them. And
wow.
So
Well said, Miss.
It's surreal even to hear the words coming out of my mouth even now that I had cancer. It was funny, a nurse that I had during chemo, friend of ours, said that, someday this will all be behind you and you won't remember. And I was like, there's no way. And she was right.
And now look at you.
Yeah, you can put it behind you, but it's not in your head every day.
Right.
But it's obviously something that'll stay with me. So I had a great surgeon, I had great doctors, and so now I had a colonoscopy in December, and everything is good. I don't have to go back for 3 years. My blood work is every 6 months, and that keeps getting pushed out. So it's all good.
And you've been doing what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
Yes. And you've been here.
Yes. So working out and getting stronger and fit and trying to eat healthier. And so I needed this structure. It's and the family and the environment has definitely been a big part of my health journey back. and I still have a ways to go, but it's definitely a good road.
Well, now I want. I told her before we did this video, and then I told her I was going to make her cry. Now I really wasn't. I feel bad because now she is crying. But I mean, this is in. You know, the other part that I'm proud of Missy with too is the part that's in here. You know, so Missy's been training with me for 2 years now, and she's down 20 pounds. She's lost body fat, and you just told me yesterday you're down to size?
Yes.
Since we started, or are we down 2 sizes?
Down 2 sizes.
So that's 2 sizes. And you know what? Like, I think about that, and I'm going to ask her a health and fitness question just because I want to end on a more of a positive note. But all those numbers, they're just numbers. The person and her story is more powerful, at least to me, than everything she's about. All those numbers that I just blurted out, right? It means nothing if you don't have your health.
Yeah.
So kudos to you, because I've seen you struggle, and I remember talking to you, and now you're here. And in regards to your health and your fitness, when I tell you all those things that you've accomplished, you get to hear, you know, I've lost weight, I've lost inches. How would you say, what are you most proud of with that?
I guess, you know, getting in here, working out consistently, eating healthier, and getting stronger. The journey, I think, is a little bit slower. I'm a little bit older. You know, like when I was 30, it was, not that it was easier, but you definitely see results a little bit quicker. And then I wasn't juggling as much. I didn't have a family yet, and so, you know, I think being single it's a little bit easier to get to the gym and fit it all in. More time. And so, you know, there's a lot of different components now that I'm juggling, and so getting, like I said, being consistent, getting in here. I like being stronger. I don't have to be the fastest. I think that's something that I've come to accept.
Right.
That it's more of a competition within myself than with others. I mean, yeah, it's fun to compete against some of the others in here. It is fun every once in a while, but that's not the priority. And so, yeah, it's.
So it sounds like to me. Are you most proud of your fact that you're getting in here still when you're juggling all these life things?
Yeah.
Or the fact that you're stronger, or both? Would you say those are your top two?
Both.
All right. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Great.
So it's, yeah, time, it's, you know, you have to make the time.
Absolutely.
And so that's, and no matter how busy you are, you have to make the time to move, whether it's just going for a walk. You need to be in tune with your body and notice any changes. I think that's my biggest message, is just if you start noticing changes, you know, act on it. Go see your doctor. Not kills me, but it disappoints me when I hear people say, I'd rather not know. And it's so important to pick up things early, because something could be averted, more serious. I don't want anybody to go through what I went through.
Exactly.
And so take the time for yourself to be healthy, to work out, exercise, whatever it is, eat healthy, but still enjoy the chocolate ice cream.
Which you're going to enjoy tonight with your birthday, right?
Yes.
Right? So she can eat whatever she wants tonight and drink. And I already told her that. So, Missy, I can tell you that was very powerful to me. And I just want to thank you for sharing your story with me. And I continue to be proud of you. I know I pushed you in here, but I want to tell you now on camera that I'm super proud of you. And, you know, continue doing what you do. And I'm blessed to be a part of your journey. So
Well,
thank
I'm
you.
blessed to have you be part of my support
Thank you.
team.
And we're gonna keep it
Thank
going.
you.
So
Yes, yeah, definitely.